Hey guys, Foxy Games here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Full Story Playthrough. When last we left off, we just finished up things in the 12's Wood and had to go back to the Waking Sands. While I was off camera, I of course, as you can see, gained a level. I did my daily roulette in a dungeon, and I didn't get any new gear, so I look the exact same. So let's talk to Tataru over here. Well, if it isn't my favorite adventurer, welcome back, Foxy. Lady Minfilia awaits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure. I sure will, Tataru. Yep, I ran Sastasha Seagrot again. Just stretching my tanking legs, as it were. And we're only one level off from being able to do our final quest as a gladiator. Ooh, hello. He's familiar. I'm given to understand that the matter of Ramuh has finally been resolved. I fear resolved bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim, yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Leven will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? So they are acquainted. Well enough, Thancred is sparing no effort. There are many and one, just as you suspected. Or they are many and one. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I have been meaning to ask, but is Alice quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I, alas. Alice has chosen to walk her own path, a stubborn girl, but you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldesian report will serve you well, or Baldesian as they call it. I take it we can proceed as discussed. Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. It's good to see you again, Foxy. I've been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the 12's Wood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Ramuh from the list. So who's next? The Sahagin and Leviathan? The Lord of the World has not yet answered his minions' call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices, for a time at least. For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. It is as Y'shtola says. Until we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next a primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long, you may depend on it. Indeed. So then, all of the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with Gridania. Oh wait, I mean Garuda, who is the primal of the Ixal who live near Gridania. Yes, that's what I meant. So many moms to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have wanted for a more practicable, that's a word, solution. She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. Is there something else, Foxy? Beg pardon? A man named La Habrea, sporting a red mask and robed in black? 12 preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Ascians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this La Habrea. Learn all we can of him and his design. I dread to think... Eek! Tataru. Oh dear, what's going on now? Oh, it's a sylph. A sylph in Thanalan? Oh shit, I skipped. At long last, this one, I think it said this one finds dependable one. I clicked when I shouldn't have. This one is most dependable of these ones. Is sent by Elder One Frigio to help walking ones. This one is called Narasia. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. Pleasure to meet you, Narasia. I mean, if that thing floated into my door, I'd be pretty scared, so I don't blame her. And now we have to go back into the soiler and... Soiler. Fucking sounds like a place where you shit. The solar. And talk to Minfilia again. Yes, Tataru is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to see... It pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Foxy, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Ascians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. Yes, the Ascians were very secretive during the first game, or I should say the game's first launch. But now, they're starting to come to light, and that could only mean that they're starting to act in earnest. I'm afraid there's no rest for the weary, Foxy. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Ascian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound to dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Ascians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Foxy. So we are dealing with some mysterious characters, these Ascians. I don't know how much is known about them at this stage in the game, except that they're incredibly powerful. They sure like the darkness a whole lot. And they tend to cause a lot of trouble. What the hell are you doing? Oh, she's dancing. Well, that's cute. The Masked Man? Ah, you are come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about western Thanalan. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Kikern. Fate can be a cruel mistress. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. God, he must be a Lalafell with a name like that. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Okay, then I guess we're going out to speak with this ridiculous named Lalafell. Ah, what a beautiful sight. No, I'm not talking about my chocobo's asshole, I'm talking about the corrupted aether. I mean, it is corrupted, so it's not really beautiful in that way, but it sure looks nice. Ah, here he is, Hihibaru himself. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hihibaru, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man? I'm not sure if I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? When the Order of Naldthal began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims, but thanks to the nigh-endless Beastman raids, folk are too afraid to come within a malm of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares, spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man? Thou take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know more about him, go and ask the other merchants. Indeed I will. Let's talk to this dude. I've heard tell of a masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Thanalan too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he is more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. Alright. Maybe somebody else has something of more substance? How about you? On the trail of a masked man? I've heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. Said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. And that's about all I can say, little though it is. Well, that didn't help much either. How about you? Have I seen a masked man with a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Kikern raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Well, you're all particularly useless. I think even Hihibaru had better info than you did. And he's a stupidly named Lalafell. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. No, not really. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Kikern raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Well, he's not a monster. He's just a merchant. Ah, the investigative adventurer. Are you still on the trail of that masked man by any chance? I happen to remember something and would share it with you. You'll recall my telling you how the Kikern have been raiding Highbridge now without cease. Well, there is a rumor that those filthy rats have been meeting with a great hulk of a man in secret. Well, I can't say whether this is the mystery fellow you seek. I reckon it's as good a lead as any other. According to witnesses, the rendezvous takes place in the Keycurn lair, located southeast of here. If you go there, perhaps you'll come upon some kind of clue. Be careful, though. The nasty buggers don't take kindly to visitors. Alright, let's go find these friggin' Keycurn. The Keycurn are another beast tribe. We've actually seen a few of them in previous videos. Like, oh god, what was his name? Kekaroon or some shit like that. As far as I know, they don't summon a primal? Ooh, we have to kill these for the hunt log. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, the Keycurn don't worship primals. I'm pretty sure they're just assholes. Like, they don't attack people because some demigod tells them to. They just do it because, well, they're not particularly nice. Ah, finally, an enemy that makes me move around a little bit. Alright, that wasn't an invitation for more. Now you're dead. Oh Christ, more of them. Oh my god. Okay, well, now that I've Anakin Skywalkered an entire Keycurn camp over here, we can finally get to this stupid letter. Well, that's all we needed. We murdered all these Keycurn for a letter. Not that they didn't deserve it. I mean, look at them. Killed all of them, including the women and the children. You know, that whole analogy really holds up considering the fact that we're in a desert. I mean, it's not quite Tatooine out here, but, you know. Okay, Hihibaru, here's a letter. So did you end up investigating the Keycurn lair? You sure did. A letter you can't make heads or tails of? Let me see here. This is written in a Maljic. You're in luck. It just so happens I learned a spot of it back in the day so as to expand my potential clientele. Seems the contents pertain to, whoa, people trafficking? Gods be good, if I'm reading this right, the Keycurn are trying to strike a deal with the Amalja. They mean to catch hapless souls at Highbridge and sell them off like sacks of potato. To think that different tribes of beastmen are colluding in their villainy. I must warn everyone to maintain vigilance, that's the word. You have my thanks, adventurer. Had you not braved the Keycurn lair, no one here would have known what the creatures were plotting until they actually began picking us off, one by one. On the other hand, I suppose this means you're no closer to finding your man. Well, unless it's an Amalja you're looking for, but probably not, huh? No, not quite. Oh my goodness. New armor. What's it gonna look like? Oh, it's stupid robot armor, so I don't even want it. I finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. This time it's the real thing, I swear. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own two eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. Your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Keycurn appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I am afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So, what do you think? That's some sound reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Alright, let's go see if we can get ourselves a meeting with an Ascian. You know, I might just take that stupid robot armor because this is getting kind of out of date. And even if it does replace both that and my headgear, it might just be worth it. I gotta get up here. What? Oh, okay. Alright, let's see what's gonna attack me here. Oh, it's the Corpse Brigade. Who the hell's the Corpse Brigade? Who fucking knows? Some kind of bandit, I guess. I know what this guy is, though. He's a corpse. Still not an Ascian. If I find out Hihibaru is just making me do his fucking dirty work just because he doesn't feel like hiring the blades, I'm gonna stab him. I'm gonna skewer him and roast him like the stupid little potato he is. Still, it's fucking hilarious to me that the community at large refers to Lalafell as potatoes. I mean, they kind of do look like potatoes in a weird kind of way. Be afraid to eat one though. I feel like I get diabetes and cancer from it. Alright, buddy. What's going on? Back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? Here's this. Oh, you're right. Somebody dropped something. A paper ward inscribed with a prayer to the patron deity of Alamigo, Ralger. We talked about him in the beginning of the game. This scroll bears a prayer to Ralger the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralger is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last Gillier assailant was Alamigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? Slow isn't really my jam. Alright, give me a quick second. I wanna compare this option here. Alright, the stupid looking robot armor is better, unfortunately. My god, this is the dumbest looking armor I've ever seen. Like, for real. I look like a Chinese action figure or something. You know, like those things you get at the fucking gas station when you're too poor to show your kids you love them. Well, that's what I look like right now. Alright, what do we got? The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head toward Little Alamigo over in southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favorite destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much a help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose that's it then. I had hoped you would linger here a little while, call some fiends, spend some coin, what have you, but something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. You know, he wasn't bad for a potato. So it looks like we're on our way to Little Alamigo, which is all the way over in southern Thanalan. Oh my fucking god. I do. I look like fucking Wolzard from Super Sentai. I think he's from Super Sentai. Hey, things I have to kill. Sabotenders, Cactor. You know, these things are nowhere near as terrifying as Jumbo Cactor from Final Fantasy VIII. These guys only use 100 needles. That motherfucker used 10,000. God, it's like It reminds me of Digimon, like, remember Togemon? The big cactus with boxing gloves. They were on drugs when they made that series, but they were good fucking drugs. And now that we're totally off topic, Digimon Adventure 2020 is a thing, so anybody who's a fan of that old series should really check it out. God, finding your way around Little Alamigo is always a pain in the ass. It's like they wanted to prepare you for the disappointment that was Stormblood before it was even a thing. You wanna know what's fucked up? This place is even more important than the Waking Sands, according to the game, because they have their own fucking aetheryte here in Little Alamigo. The literal saviors of Eorzea don't get their own aetheryte, but these refugees do. There's no fucking justice in this world, I swear. Anyway, here's Hihira. And you know what? I'll give her credit. She's fucking cute. Why, yes, Hihibaru was my father. He said, what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters. But I am grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others here may have seen something. I'd recommend you first speak with Gundabald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Well, that's what we were told to expect. Wow. Between the two of you, I don't know who looks more ridiculous. I mean, you both have the same hairstyle. You know, business up front, party in the back. This guy's lacking that crazy fucking mustache, though. Kind of looks like you... you know, there aren't any jokes that could do it justice. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. Well... maybe if you shaved every now and then. Alright, so he's not particularly helpful. Let's see if anybody else in this cave is. How about you, Giselbert? What a name. Well met, adventurer. I'm Giselbert, or Giselbert, I don't know. It's not much better. Head of security here at Little Alamigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gundabald. Knowing that bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them, despite watching the place day and night. Oh, he's one of the Immortal Flames. But, thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man where I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what brought you here, might be I can lend a hand. Wow, one of the Immortal Flames who was a complete douchebag. There are decent people. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Oh wait, I just realized the Immortal Flames are the good ones. The Brass Blades are the ones that are corrupt. Never mind. Anyway, can't say that sounds familiar. But I have men on the lookout for Amalja to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had a mind to take them each a cup of sweet Thanalan tea so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. Great. We kill primals, but we're delegated to errand duty. Get used to that. Have I said that before about that? I've said it about a lot of things now. Alrighty, you. Have some tea. Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Well, fucking drink. Well, ain't you considerate. My thanks, friend. What's that, a masked villain? Hiding among the refugees like as not? Me compatriots as live here Wow, that's a sentence. Go about as though they're dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. Well, that's no way to think. These people literally lost their homes. Your name is Angry River, and you know what? I can respect that. You there, are you an Amalja? No? Then carry on. I'm awful short for an Amalja. Ah, this sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet Thanalan. I'm going to enjoy this. A masked man? I don't know, I don't care. Unless he's got dark scaly skin, stands 10 fulms tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. Well, you're less than helpful. How about Yayazuku over here? That tops the ridiculous Lalafell name as far as I'm concerned. Shoo, shoo, don't bother me. If the Amalja overrun us, I'm blaming you. For me? You shouldn't have. Sorry, a suspicious masked man? As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't make out whether it was a man or not, what with the mask and the robe, but assuming it was a he was talking with some Alamegans. I assumed he was one of them. Oh, he's messing with the refugees, is he? Trying to convince them to get up to some no good, I'll bet. Alright, Giselbert. And Bunny in skimpy clothing. Ah, you're back. So do my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're to get any further in your investigation, seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. It's never simple, is it? New sword. Is it gonna be any good? The answer is no, because it's the same fucking weapon. So you're determined to press on with your investigation. Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust, and the best way to win that is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Ul'dah, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundabald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by talking to them. We have to go back and talk to frigging Minfilia. Oh goody, we're back. And I mean that genuinely. I'm glad for every moment where I get from Horizon to the Waking Sands and don't have an aneurysm from how many times I've made that trip. Thancred, you're back. Ah, Foxy, pray do not concern yourself with my welfare. My current investigation has yielded some curious results, and at present I am pondering how best to proceed. I don't often look around the Waking Sands, to be honest. Mostly because you can't go through that door. Minfilia, welcome back, Foxy. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships. I feel that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Let's see, might as well take the gold. Your Alamegan comrade is named Haribert. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Haribert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. Why would he be in there? Who knows? That would be over here. There are a lot of people in here. Ishtola's in here, Biggs and Wedge, Urianje, Papalimo and Ida, our new Sylph friend. Scion Supplier, what do you sell? Oh, well, not a whole lot, but we can always sell these things now. These Allegan bronze pieces are worth 100 gil each, so I might as well just sell all of them. That gave me 2100 gil, and the silver pieces are worth 500 gil apiece, so that's 5500 gil, and then we'll sort our inventory because we have OCD. Alright, Haribert. If it isn't Foxy Games, the Scion's rising star, is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo. That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamigan Resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet, whatever my reasons are, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Well, that's unfortunate. Now, while I may have no more friends in the Resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Wow, that is a fucking cute outfit. Wow, she is a major heckin' cutie. Why have I never seen her before? I'm starting to wonder if it's worth the hassle to prove who he was. What? I mean, maybe some folk would say, good on you, mate, thanks for fighting to save Eorzea and whatnot, but I reckon most would ask what we've done for him lately, if not spit in our faces for allowing Bahamut to blow up half the goddamn world. I wonder if she's like a reference to the original game. I don't know, but her outfit's really stupid cute. Anyway. Yeah, be prepared for me to do that a lot, because, my god, the costume design in this game is on point. I mean, that's just the standard dancer outfit over there, but look at it. Just fucking look at it. Oh no. It's Karen Prime. The most dangerous of all primals. She even has the hair. Oh no. Karen Prime, who summoned you? And why? Alright, Albreda, what do you got for us? You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Ha, why the hell should I do that? Just give me one good reason. Haribert sent you? That worthless whore's son. He abandons his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me a favor. Simply incredible. I mean... I realize Haribert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. See that bloke there? That's Mefrid, a captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Well, it sure isn't any of these things, but whatever. Alright, Mefrid and Faramund. What are these names? What do you want? I'm Mefrid, a proud man of the Alamigan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wound's gone infested and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. Gods damn it, I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These Quarrybill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. So for some reason, the people here are refusing to heal this Alamegan refugee. One of Mefford's is in bad shape. I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen after all, but that'd mean going against the elemental's will. I've been at Quarry Mill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the hamlet's resident hearer. If you want to take the matter to her, if you take the matter to her, might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. So the elementals are the ones preventing them from healing this person. You wish to aid the Alamegans? You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. The authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive of the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. Man, the elementals are assholes. That's how it's to be, then. The bloody hearer might as well kill Galleon herself. Shut up, phone. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. You know what? I kind of agree. Fuck the elementals. Alright, what else we gotta do? I led my men to Quarry Mill hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hell's Galleon can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I've no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison-purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd be forever in your debt. Sure, I'll help you. If only to spite the people living in this fucking town. Like, seriously, the elementals are pricks. Like, okay, fine, turn the Alamegans away if they're asking to stay, but fucking heal them. I guess they're supposed to be like the Fey folk or the Fair folk in, oh god, Celtic mythology and stuff like that. Very largely indifferent to the woes of mortals. And sometimes even downright malevolent. Yeah, see, this'll make the elementals real happy. Instead of just letting somebody heal them at the cost of just a little bit of mana, we get to go and kill a bunch of deer for their horns. I'm sure that's way better. I don't know how deer antlers are gonna help, but whatever. That is one bright bird. Alright, let's see. Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. I sure do. You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Ralger, there's at least one woman in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscaron, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make medicine. What makes you think that? I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him and have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramund here. Godspeed. Yeah, we know old Buscaron. We messed around in his neck of the woods not long ago. Alright, Buscaron, help us out here. Ah, Foxy, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. I mean, am I? I don't think so. You got something to show me? I sure do. Well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need 'em ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I am no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say, he saved my life. What? This is for an Alamegan soldier in Quarry Mill? So it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. Am I rolling in the dough? Well, I got 46,000 gil. That's not a lot, if you could believe it. I mean, it's enough for anything I'll ever need, I think. Unless I need to buy gear for any reason, especially at high level. We're back. It is well to see you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? I sure do. Gods bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. There's been a terrible burden on him trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Is this any good? It doesn't look like it. Well, it's stat-wise it's better. A little. Fuck it, we'll take it. Hey, level 30. That means we can take our next gladiator quest. Let's go ahead and accept this one, though. Adventurer, Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's like to deteriorate to where it was before, or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albreda. Might be as the woman's seen something. Sure, we'll talk to her. Ah, finally. It's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. This is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to Little Alamigo. Blast it. Would that I had known what he was thinking. I'd have stopped his folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Well, let's talk to Mefrid. Out in the wilds alone? That fool, that great big sentimental fool. My men and I will scour the wood for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Sure, we'll finish this up before we go do gladiator stuff. I mean, the guy's like 20 feet away out in the woods, and how the fuck can't you find him? But, you know, it's whatever. Fucking shit. Oh hey, stuff that needs to die. Alright, I killed enough goblins apparently. Oh look, it's fucking Galleon. Watch out, a goblin! Oh no. It's almost like I just killed 4 of these. Fucking... What is that noise? Oh, are you mining? Yeah, somebody's mining. For their gatherer professions. Oh, goblin's dead. Galleon! Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, goddammit, the oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Alamegan soil again. Together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing you'll wish we didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I'll see you back at Quarry Mill. Oh, just fuck already. Here we are, back in Quarry Mill. Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. No, they cannot. Another quest. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo? That's all? Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well, I'll provide you with a letter to show to Gundabald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Good. Perfect, but we're not going to do that yet. We're going back to Ul'dah, and we're going to do the Gladiator quest. We haven't been here in a little while. Mila, what's shaken? First Sword Mila is extremely upset due to a recent turn of events. What could that be? Damn it all to the seventh hell, this is madness. It's Aldous. He's been arrested by the Brass Blades. They claim he was plotting to assassinate the Sultana. This is utter nonsense. He has no motive to do so, and whatever I said about the man, he would never resort to using poison. The Alacran must be behind this. They have failed to kill him time and time again, and now they're reaching out to their monetarist allies. I didn't want to believe Wymond when he said they had such influence, but... Wait, that's it. If anyone can help us unravel this plot, it's Wymond. He has a reputation for knowing things he shouldn't, after all. Find Wymond, see what he can tell us. Aldous is a many things, but he is not a murderer. Oh, Wymond. Creepy dude. You guys remember him from the first episode, right? Wymond, still hanging out here. I was wondering when you might come along, Foxy. Frankly, I'm surprised Aldous went so quietly. You ought to know there's no walking away from this. Alright. What happened between Aldous and Leavold 7 years ago? You really don't know, do you? Best I start at the beginning, then. Aldous is something of an enigma. He and Leavold were two of the greatest gladiators ever to grace the Blood Sands, but he threw all that hard-fought glory away for a few gil more. See, the average Ul'dan loves a good Colosseum fight, and what better way to make a gladiatorial spectacle more entertaining than wagering on the outcome? So when it got out that Aldous was orchestrating a match-fixing scheme of untold proportions, well, you can imagine the shock and anger that people felt. He was expelled from the Colosseum and his wins were stricken from the record. Your guildmaster Mila got the worst of it, though. Not only was her friend exposed as a fraud, but around the same time, her father fell ill and passed away. There were some oddities surrounding his death, too. It was rumored he took his own life out of shame for his disgraced pupil, or that he might have even been murdered by the man. Baseless conjecture, really, but it made Aldous look that much worse. In the end, Mila lost two of the most important men in her life, and was forced to take charge of the guild alone. And Leavold? He tried to go it solo on the Blood Sands, but it wasn't the same. Without Aldous, his career was finished. Now you know the nature of the man you so desperately want to save, though judging from that look in your eyes, I gather you still have your reservations. Fine then. Though you can't blame me for doubting a man found in possession of Rhalgr's bile. It's a vile poison, rare and expensive too. Only the Corpse Brigade knows how to make it, I hear. Gods only know why they'd give it to Aldous. Could go to their headquarters at the Sepulchre in southern Thanland and ask him direct, I reckon. I have an aversion to direct confrontation personally, but you don't, do you? By the way, should you save the poor bastard's life, tell him we're even, and that I hope it was all worth it. Oh my god. Southern Thanland, Little Alamigo. Sure are a lot of them in here. Let's do this a smart way. Just pull a couple of them. Or just one, apparently. That also works. A wrinkled bill of sale. I'll take it. Your actions have attracted unwanted attention. Alright. I mean, you guys suck. Stop healing, you absolute bag of ass. Alright, now I've got some breathing room over here. These guys look like they're sleeping. Oh, he wasn't sleeping very soundly. Alright, Rogger's Bile. Let's take it. Oh look, here come some more assholes. Alright, now that this place has been sufficiently Anakin Skywalkered, is somebody still shooting me? No, I'm being poisoned. I could wait 4 more seconds and teleport back to Ulda. Alright, we're back. Where have you been, Foxy? Aldous has been given over to the custody of the Sacrarium. They mean to execute him. We must do something. Well, here's your evidence. This poison, is it? You have proof that the Holocron purchased it from the Corpse Brigade. Thanks to gods you've done it. Quickly, we must show this to the official presiding over his execution at Highbridge. Go now. Okay, we're going. Why does it have to be all the fucking way out here? They don't just execute people in the city, they gotta do it out somewhere else? We are here. At least I thought we were. It's down there. What the shit? There we go. What? Over here? Oh yeah. The Sacrarium has sentenced you to death for your crimes against the Sultanate. Have you any last... Huh? Who are you and what do you want? Here, take a look at these things. Oh boy, we get to fight. These are bold accusations you make, adventurer. However, the Sacrarium has found the prisoner guilty in the eyes of gods and men, and he will be executed forthwith. Don't waste your breath, Foxy. Thal's scales have always yielded to wealth above all else, and Leivold spent a fortune to secure my sentence. Silence, criminal, and you, what are you waiting for? Do it. Where did that... Aldous! Just couldn't stay away, could you? Well, at least I don't have to steal the headsman's axe. And he just fucking lets him do it. Everybody in this game is stupid. If the gods are to have blood this day, I'm afraid it won't be mine. Since you two are so devout, perhaps you'd be willing to offer yourselves in exchange. Mercy. Fucking yellow-bellied scumbags. Oh, it's these pricks. Interfering with the law is a heinous crime. In fact, I believe it is punishable by death. Well, they have a right proper adventuring party, don't they? I had a feeling the spectacle would draw you here. I should have dealt with you myself from the start. Come, let's dance, brother. So it's to be a rematch. Very well, I accept. Mila and the others need you, Foxy. Leave him to me. I hate my armor. I hate it so much. But let's fight. Wow, you did not take that on the chin. You guys are pathetic. Oh well, let's get up there. Oh man, spellcasters to kill? Nice. Oh, and I hate you guys. because of that. Fucking self-healing shit shit. So angry I can't even speak. Wow, there's a lot of fighting going on. Are you fucking... I'm gonna play it smart and fight them one at a time. Who is healing? Whoever it is, fuck you. It's this asshole. Deal with that mage, Foxy, quickly. Which one? Where? This guy? Oh, it must be this guy. Stop healing, you prick. A void scent? How is he getting void scent to fucking follow him? Oh my god, kill this thing already. Good, it's dead. Next, the potato. Now she's dead. Next, this asshole. And that's that. Aldous! Aldous! Oh, damn. You almost had me, Leavold. Stay back. I won't have your pity. You just had to have it all, didn't you? Just one victory, just one bloody match. But your precious ego couldn't accept that. You ruined everything. Tell me, Aldous, how does it feel to lose your name, your legacy, everything you ever loved? I want to know how much you suffered. Let it go, Leavold. It's over. Like hell's it is. I swear you will never know peace, not in this life or the next. Leavold, no! You know damn well neither of us will see Thal's realm. Let's go. Our comrades are waiting. Well, that was an interesting end. Let's go back to Ul'dah. Well, let's see how things turned out. I'm glad you were there, Foxy. Without you, I doubt we could have defeated the Alacron. Have you ever considered the Colosseum? It'd make a wonderful attraction. Of course, you'd need a title that befits your prowess. Now that that's all over, you'll be staying, won't you? No. Leavold may be dead, but the Alacron are far from finished. I'd rather not linger and give them a chance to regroup and seek revenge. It is a true tragedy that I cannot enjoy the company of Ul'dah's lovely ladies any longer, but I have faith that equally radiant beauties await me in distant lands. Aldous, Not another word, my dear. It's bad enough that the First Sword has permitted a disgraced gladiator to fraternize with her subordinates. Can you imagine the scandal if she became personally involved with the man? Nevertheless, I understand how you feel, Mila. I am known to have this effect on the fairer sex. Oh my god. I should have let the headsman have his way with you. That way you might learn something of humility. Ah, but how am I supposed to remember the lesson without a head? Your father would be proud of you, Mila. Don't ever change. Ah, yes, there's one more thing I wanted to say to you before I go, Foxy. 7 years ago, before my last match on the Blood Sands, I was given an offer. A sultan's ransom in exchange for a loss. Leovold begged and pleaded, but I just couldn't do it. Call it honor or pride or whatever you like. I made my choice, and in spite of all that came of it, to this day I have no regrets. It's a simple thing to know what's right. Listen to that heart of yours, and it will never lead you astray. Trust in your comrades, have faith in your skills, and you will triumph over adversity. And with that, I bid you farewell. So he didn't actually fix it. Leovold lied about it. I'd better not have to wait 7 years to see that bastard again. There's still so much I want to... What in the seven hells are you all looking at? This is a training hall. Why aren't you all training right now? You think all it takes to stand on the Blood Sands is a sword and a stupid grin? No, it takes years of hard work, an ocean of blood and sweat, and an unbreakable will. Every man and woman here has the potential to become a champion, but it is you and you alone who decides your destiny. So answer me now, gladiators. Will you follow in the footsteps of your brothers and sisters and inscribe your names in legend? Aye. Let's see. I mean, the helmet is what's better. But I also can't wear it right now. I decided on the gloves because they're what I can wear right now. Also, I get a new weapon, though I don't really like it. Ugh, it's a stupid paddle. I don't like that it's a paddle. I don't care that it has razor blades on it. Fuck. I also got a new... I didn't get a new shield, did I? Whatever. Alright, here we stand in stupid robot armor. Ready to take the next step in our journey toward becoming a paladin. But that's going to come in the next episode. Until then, my name is Foxy Games, and you guys have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.